Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of my YouTube channel. My name is Jake Fryman. I'm a realtor here in Dayton, Ohio with Keller Williams Community Partners. And each week I hop on this channel and talk a little bit about the real estate industry and just give some helpful tips and advice to potential buyers or sellers and give a little insight into the market and what it's like to be a realtor. So this week's episode, I wanted to talk a little bit about fraud and scams. I've talked about this several months ago on another episode, but I wanted to bring it up again. Just be very careful when it comes to real estate transactions. They're very popular for hackers to target because there's a lot of money moving around, right? Like when you're wiring your down payment, wiring your closing costs, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars there. So the way it works, if you've never done it before, is you buy a house, you go under contract, all that good stuff. You work with the loan processor, unless you're paying cash, that's a different story, but you work with the loan processor. And then you'll receive instructions from the title company instructing you on what to do. You're supposed to wire money from your bank to the title company's bank account, and then the title company takes that money that you wire for closing costs for the down payment, and they disperse it appropriately. They give some of that money to the seller, they disperse the money to the two agents, their brokerages, any other parties involved that are owed at the end of the transaction. The title company handles all of that. And what they do is they email you the instructions on what to do. Now, the good title companies, the ones that are on top of it, they'll also reach out to you personally to make sure that you receive the instructions and that they are from them, actually. You have to be very careful. It almost looks exactly the same. In some cases, the hackers will even intercept the email from the title company as it is coming in, and then you have to kind of, and then what they'll do is they'll take that email then, and then they'll put their own wiring instructions in there, and then they resend it to you. The email would look a little bit different, but you'd have to really notice it, and most people wouldn't. So you'd have to really pay attention to the email and see who the sender was and make sure that it was actually the title company. In most cases, it's a good idea to call the title company and confirm that way, because otherwise you might fall for the scam. It's very easy to be tricked. It's very easy to fall for. The best thing you can do is to double check and triple check that email, because if you do accidentally send that money to the wrong location, most cases it's gone. If you catch it soon enough, you might be able to have the bank intercept the wire and stop it. But in most cases, once it's gone, and that's just bad all the way around for everyone involved. That can really sink a transaction because you've just given away tens of thousands of dollars to some foreign hacker. So it's just something to watch out for. Know who your title company is, know who to expect communication from, check with your agent, check with your lender, double check, triple check, make sure that everything looks good before you wire that money, because like I said, a lot of money is moving around during a real estate process. It's a big target for hackers. They're looking at your email more than likely, so just do what you can on your end to try to protect yourself against being tricked. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you learned something. Hope you'll be very cautious, not even just for real estate, but just for scams in general. Just be careful about who's asking you for money or anything like that. Just really know who you're talking to over email. Thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful. Have a good rest of your week. See ya.